Well, I spent the entire night working on this beanie and I feel like it was totally worth it. Introducing the spider egg beanie. This thing is so cool. The combination of the texture and color all together, it just makes me want to make so many more of these. I did end up using pretty much all of the I Am Strange and Unusual yarn from our 13 nights of Halloween hangover box. But that's what that was for, you know, to spark inspiration and get crafts going, projects moving. The second color that I used is this one that has the cute little spider eggs all throughout it, called Dope. I have a ton of this left, obviously. It doesn't even look like I touched this. It was really interesting working with the two together too. Since this has nylon in it, it is very stretchy. And once I got to these little spots, a little bit of a learning curve of how I wanted to work with it. Like, do I want it to be in the front or the back of my stitch? Obviously, I wanted it to be in the front of my beanie, like as many as possible. But sometimes that just didn't work. And if I would kind of crochet and pull that little bit through the actual stitch, then it would stretch it out and then it would lose the entire definition of it. So I had to kind of look ahead as I was working to see where it was going to land and kind of space my stitches out a little bit. So for a while, my tension was not my normal tension, like it was messed up a little bit. So I did end up pulling this out a couple of times, once due to this and twice due to sizing. I just couldn't decide what I wanted. Like, do I want it to be form-fitting? Do I want it to be slouchy? I landed somewhere in between. So we have like a little bit of slouch action here. I haven't blocked it yet. I think I definitely will be. Like, there's just a lot of wool in here and it's gonna benefit too. Like, I don't always do that with my beanies, but the fact that this is gonna be one that I want to wear all throughout the winter, we're gonna block it tonight, let it sit all night, and kind of create that structure, that form that I want it to stay as long as possible. The other hat that I was working on yesterday, I completely ripped out, and it is gonna stay this way until I head back to Muse 2320. So this, I was just working up this exact pattern, but with this color. I could hold this one together because that's why I pulled it out. I want this texture to be with this. Since I used the I Am Strange and Unusual with this, it was a fingering weight yarn. This is also a fingering weight yarn. And I don't have any more of this in charcoal or a black or anything. So I think I'm just gonna hold off and wait on this one. It just turned out so amazing. And again, I wanna make so many more of these, though I could easily get 2 beanies out of just this one hat. So I could have kept going the direction I was going, but I was too excited and I ripped it out, so it's already done. And we're just gonna go from there. But now that this beanie is done, I kind of want to make matching fingerless mitts too. It just went so quick and I haven't had this type of bite-sized project in a long time, which I think is good. You know, every once in a while I need to mix it up. I just always get stuck in the cardigan and blanket mode because they're so fun and I really love them at the end. But something like this, where essentially, now that I have it all written down, it will be a mindless project for me. Once I make my second and third one, as soon as I make the third one, it definitely will be mindless. The whole thing is a half double crochet. Get going, throw on some movies, and I will have a beanie done before that movie is over. Like, that's seriously how quick this went. So that was another thing that I found from this box, is my love for bite-sized projects again. So we do have one thing to open for our 13-night Halloween hangover box, and tonight is a sticker that glows in the dark. I already know that I'm going to put this on my water bottle. I just washed it. I'm getting it nice and ready, everything all nice and clean as possible so I can stick this on there. And I'm rather particular with what stickers I put on my water bottle, so there was a lot of room left, which is great because not only is this rather big, but I want this to be the focus piece. Putting it on my water bottle is the best chance that it's going to get to be charged every single day because I bring my water bottle with me literally everywhere. So that's where mine is going, but let me know what you're going to do with your sticker. I don't know, I just love stickers in general. I get so excited every time it comes in a box, especially with yarn. I don't know, like those two together, it just brings me pure happiness. So I hope that you love the sticker too. I do have one other option for this red yarn. So I found this last night in my Muse 2320 yarn collection. I think it was in January or February, but it looks very Xmas-y to me. We have the like cranberry colors and then the greens all throughout here. the gray. There's little bits of almost like mauve-y colors. Holding these two together, I guess I could make a Hexmas beanie. It really does not take me that long to make, and especially since there is 100 grams in here. Well, how much did I have left of that other one? Let's see. It should be in here. Oh, it's right here. So I will have so much of this left because this was 50, this is 100 grams, and I had this much left already. I can definitely use this for another project, and I totally will. So we're just going to keep that in my little basket here that I decorated with a ribbon that glows in the dark because, again, glow in the dark everything. I don't have really anything else to work on for the moment. So maybe I should, you know, maybe I should just give it a try. And if I don't like it, I can just rip it out and use it for something else. Because this is the only one of these that I have. I'm not entirely sure if there was any sort of direction. I think it was just one of those that I liked the color combo and I was saving it to make into a project someday. Something new popped up on Muse 20 through 20's site yesterday that I do want to chit chat about because I feel like it was very hush-hush. She kind of just like put that on the site, even though this morning I did see on her Instagram there was like a little post for it. The 2024 Yule box, and this is the inspiration picture that we have. Absolute yes for me. Muse has created a special collection of fiber crafts and mindful moments to help you celebrate the longest night. Count down the shortest days into the new year and create your own cozy tradition. That sounds so amazing. Like, honestly, that is really my favorite traditions about the winter months is what do I always like to crochet? What teas do I like to drink? Or just like spooky beverages in general. And the Muse brews, the blends, especially the holiday blends, are just incredible. So the fact that this one just says Muse brews, we have no idea what it's going to be, but I mean, like the tea that we got in here, it's incredible. So I'm here for all of this. They do give a little bit of insight into what you're going to find in the box, like the brew. We have 100-gram Mockingbird 2-ply socks, 6 20-gram Mini Hank Mockingbird 2-ply socks, craft project candles, and Muse brews. Pre-orders are open right now through the 10th of November, which isn't really that long, but the box starts pretty soon. So it's December 21st. And then it brings us into the new year. Just felt like I should have a little chit chat about that because when I saw that, I was incredibly excited and I was like, yes, absolutely. I want all of the cozy, fibery goodness, especially in December. You need all that stuff to look forward to. I know I do anyways. For tonight, that is it. So thanks for hanging out with me here again in the Yarn Dungeon. Cheers, and I will see you in my next video.